Good evening, everyone, and welcome to season 27 of Late Night at North Texas. I'm your new host for the season, Andre Williams. See, after a very serious business transaction with our former host, Sam, I was given the big seat in the host chair. Just one bar of Dubai chocolate can really get you places. Oh, and I'm joined by my new co-host, Zaria Holman. How are you feeling, Zaria?
I feel on top of the world, Andre. I mean, at least close to the top of the late night world.
Yeah, I'm top of the late night world. Now, before we start tonight, Zaria and I just wanted to hold space for this special, special moment.
As of tonight, September 24th, we are finally breaking the year-long streak of late night being hosted by two men.
I didn't know that was happening.
It's really powerful, yeah.
Hold on, guys, can we get a round of applause for that?
Well, if everyone's ready, I'd love to hear the news.
A teenager nicknamed God's Influencer has become the first millennial saint. Italian 15-year-old Carlo Acutis was canonized in the Vatican this past Sunday, bringing in thousands of devotees. Nearby shops have begun to sell Acutis memorabilia, including chevron print Bibles and mason jars of holy water.
Chunky cross chokers and Mary Magdalene mom jeans are available at a Target near you. Fast fashion company Shein used the AI likeness of the alleged United Healthcare CEO assassin Luigi Mangione to model clothing in the company's online store. Well, now I know what I need to do to land a modeling job at Fendi.
And you know what? With that plan, magazines won't be the only shoots you're doing. This month, the Toronto International Film Festival was held, the largest film festival in North America. One of our writers here attended and reported back saying that the Canadians were nice, but the film bros were just as insufferable as you would expect.
Apple recently revealed the new iPhone 17 model featuring an even bigger camera. Let's just say I'm happy to be saving my money during these trying times, but I mean, like, hey, who looked that good at 17?
The London Underground subway staff is on strike, bringing operations to a halt. Man, do I feel bad for those Londoners. Personally, I couldn't make it throughout the week without my Wednesday Sammy.
If I was underpaid and I'm hangry, I'm clocking out too. Engineers from Ohio State University have been working on a liquid uranium-fueled rocket that can allegedly cut travel time to Mars in half. In response, Jared Leto announced he'll be changing his band name to 15 Seconds to Mars.
The Dallas Cowboys' first game of the season went as expected, with some saying it compares to raising a child. We were pretty sure it would go horrible in the beginning, but then we got some hope and joy. However, they ended up being a huge disappointment in the end.
Stephen King's The Long Walk recently debuted in theaters, receiving rave reviews despite its box office bomb. Personally, I'm very excited to see it, as I've been waiting for media representation of my walk to Lot 20.
Ellen DeGeneres is facing a lawsuit after running a stop sign and T-boning another vehicle, reports from the wreckage say. That luckily, Ellen DeGeneres was able to retrieve her Indigo Girl CD, but unfortunately her Subaru was totaled.
Hey, I say she calls up her girl Oprah so she can say, "You get a Toyota, you get a Toyota." That's just me. UNT was recently given an F rating in an annual free speech ranking conducted across 257 different colleges. We had a joke prepared for this, but the censors wouldn't allow it.
And since we couldn't tell the joke with our words, I will be telling a joke with my eyes. Sorry, okay. Studies show that artificial intelligence is having trouble understanding Gen Alpha's growing list of slang, only catching and understanding 40 to 70% of the phrases used in conversation. Personally, I can only think of 6, 7 phrases that I've got to study up on for this new Muse slang so I don't lose aura, gang.
You know what? Period queen, never let a diva down.
Yes, Riz, you better slay house boots, mama. We've got a totally tubular show coming up when we come back. We'll be sitting down with improv comedians Brittany Taylor and Chris Hansen, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Late Night at North Texas. Tonight we are joined by improv comedians Brittany Taylor and Chris Hansen.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Now, first things first for the interview, I want to learn how both of you got into stand-up and what your advice would be to someone who wants to get into stand-up. We'll start with you, Brittany.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been doing improv for over 15 years, which is such a surprise because I look so young. But it's always been a part of my life. I have a BFA in musical theater, MFA in playwriting, so I started my training there. I got to do a TED Talk on improv in grad school, and so it's always been a part of my life. But recently, it's really been kind of a little bit more in the forefront. It's where I have my community and my paycheck, so. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. For me, it's a little bit different of a story. I'm actually a software engineer by trade, so I don't actually make a whole lot of money doing my comedy. It's mostly a passion project for me. But I got started because honestly, I needed friends. I had recently moved to Dallas, and I didn't really know a whole lot of people, and I wanted to get to know people. And I got my first big laugh on stage, and it was no looking back at that point.
Definitely. And then your advice for anyone looking to start?
Take a class. It's a great community.
Absolutely.
And I also really encourage you to take the class, even if you're not wanting to be a comedian or do the art form. It's such a great skill set to have to collaborate and connect with people, and it's an amazing community. So yeah, anyone should take a class. Anyone.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'd honestly would love to know from Brittany, how do you go about teaching improv for corporate workshops?
Yes, so that is my delight. So my entire background is being in the entertainment industry, and I did get to do like improv at UCB and Second City in LA. So some of the major schools for improv, and so many people at those places, like they'd walk off stage and they'd be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna get on a sitcom." Like it was life or death for them for every scene, every moment. And then since doing that and then coming to Dallas and teaching these skills in the workplace has been so refreshing to bring comedy, communication, collaboration, innovation, just those skill sets of, trusting yourself, trusting your partner, but applying it to people that it's not life or death for, and helping them explore a different side of their personality. It's a delight. It's really fun to get people out of their shell.
Would you say there's a difference between the lightheartedness that you're teaching these people in the workplace and then the stand-up that you're actually doing on stage, or do you think they kind of share something together?
I think that, at its core, if you're doing it to perform or if you're doing it for a skill set develop, really tapping into that joy at the end of the day, that's going to be the buoyancy that carries you through.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sometimes people get a little too serious about it, yeah.
For Chris, you started comedy in 2017. How do you think you've grown as a comedian since then?
Well, I've grown tremendously. I mean, I just walked in off the street. I was just some guy.
Yeah.
And now I'm teaching, I'm coaching, I'm producing shows, and I really have found a home in the community. The community is really what has helped me tremendously. Anything for my friends. I mean, that's really my chosen family.
I mean, I'd honestly like to know from both of you guys, how do you guys feel when y'all are dealing with hecklers?
Yeah.
And honestly, if you guys can tell us, what's the most memorable experience from a heckler you have?
Yeah. So for me personally, I roast them, because normally they're sitting in the first or second row, or a lot of times, I guess, they're sitting in first, second row. And I find that usually their heckles are poorly thought out. They're trying to be funny, and they're not. And calling them out and kind of making fun of them, to be perfectly honest, making fun of them a little bit helps tremendously.
Yeah, we generally, for improv specifically, we deal with a lot of people who are quite intoxicated, and they're like, "You're being funny, guess what? Me too." And we'll just out funny them, and you can see them go,
Yeah.
Oh my God, is that the face they make?
yeah, just like, maybe I gotta shut them down, because especially too, if you kind of roast them just a little bit, because they're inserting themselves, their friends next to them will be like,
Yeah.
So I don't mind a heckler, but we don't get them too, we usually get the ones that are enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe
like,
they're enjoying
hey, stop being bad.
Yeah, maybe they're enjoying it just a little too much. They're hooping and hollering just a little too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's hard to tell them to stop because they are ultimately enjoying the show.
Yeah.
They maybe
They're
have
keeping
just
the
had
energy up.
Yeah,
Right.
they may have just had too much to drink.
Lots of engagement.
Yeah.
But
But don't drink.
Yeah, sure.
For you guys.
Yeah.
what is something you guys wish more people knew about comedy, though? like a misconception or something.
You know, I wish people would. One of the things that I hear a lot whenever I tell people, hey, I do comedy, I hear a lot of the time almost every time I tell somebody that, they say, oh, well, you're better than me. I could never. And I think the reality is all of us are funny. Every single one of us are funny. Maybe some of us are funnier than others, obviously, but there is a path to being able to do this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You just got to take the plunge.
For me, because I do corporate workshops, right? So I come into corporate offices and I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna make you do improv. And most of them are terrified because they're like, I didn't sign up for this, my boss is making me do this, and now I'm gonna have to make up something on the spot. So my first thing that I do when I come in is I work to make them feel safe, right? Because they're nervous. And I have a lot of times too, when corporate companies want to hire me, they're like, we're gonna not tell them it's gonna be improv, or we're gonna keep it a secret, because they think it's gonna be something that's scary. But really, at the end of the day, we didn't pre-plan this entire conversation.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
this is improvised to a point. It's just maybe a little less funny than, trying to be on stage, but we improvise all the time in our day-to-day life. Not everything is pre-scripted, pre-planned. What we're doing is we're just applying some formulas to help it be more funny or develop a character or a relationship. So really, we're taking what you do in everyday life and adding a formula to it. And it doesn't have to be scary. Yeah.
I did want to ask, since Chris, you said you just got into the comedy job, who in your life has supported you in your journey the most while you've been doing this?
Well, it's going to be Brittany. Brittany, we're dating. We've been dating for 2.5 years now, and she's the biggest yes man I have in my life. And I love it. Honestly, she tells me to follow my dreams.
I tell them to be here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her. So.
Yeah, so the fundamental formula of improv is yes and. The ability to hear a presented reality, a presented idea, and instead of putting things through a no filter of I don't know that, I don't understand that, to say, yes, I fully accept your idea, I'm gonna allow it into my space, and I'm gonna contribute to it. So that's how we build worlds, that's how we build relationships. So it is really great to be in a community that says yes.
Yeah.
It's so accepting, it's so enveloping, and that is, of course, that's where me and Chris met. It's great having a yes and boyfriend, because I have lots of crazy ideas, and he'll be like, yes, and,
I do have to say no
use that.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I have to say no sometimes, but not very often, not very often.
Okay.
And then one last question for you guys. Was there ever a moment where you were this close to pursuing something else or not doing improv and stand-up anymore, and then what made you want to overcome it?
That's a very good question. Very recently, actually, I went through a phase, I'd say probably in the last year, where I was feeling a lot of burnout.
Yeah.
Just from my normal job, normal life stuff, and then comedy on top of all of that. What I will say, a word of warning to anyone that wants to do improv comedy or stand-up comedy or whatever, it can suck you in, and it can be really easy to lose that balance of getting all of your life stuff in order, getting all your work stuff in order, and then having your comedy on top of all of that. And I was doing comedy, 6 nights a week?
6 nights a week.
Yeah, I was doing it a lot. All right, settle down. But I was doing it 6 nights a week, and I had to take a pretty big step back. I just said, you know what? I'm going to take a step back, and I didn't do anything for 2 months, and that was just really the R&R that I needed. There was some time in there where I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, just because it doesn't really pay the bills for me, and it takes up a lot of time. But ultimately, I was like, I love my friends. I love the smell of the booze. I don't drink myself, but it's just there's a vibe in the air.
The atmosphere.
And getting those laughs, that really is just next level. Knowing that for a brief moment, all of these terrible things that exist in the world don't exist. For a moment, it's 35 people, 40 people in a room, and I'm up on stage with Brittany, and we're making people laugh, forgetting about, all of the stuff that you see that's going on in the world. And knowing that we're giving people that reprieve and that kind of moment to relax is rewarding.
And then lastly, where can our audience and guests find you guys?
Yeah, so we both perform on primetime at Dallas Comedy Club, so that's going to be Fridays and That's going to be Fridays and Saturdays at 8:30, and you can check us out on the website.
Dallas-comedyclub.com.
For performances and for classes.
That's right. And then at the end of October, we actually are producing an improvised slasher movie. So over the course of an hour, we're going to improvise a whole horror movie. So, and I see some horror movie fans in here already, so that's pretty cool. Come check us out. It's going to be October 31st, Halloween night, as well as November 1st, not Halloween night.
And then I'm on Instagram. I'm at Brittany K. Taylor. That's BritTanyKaylor. And if you're interested in like corporate comedy or corporate classes, that's at bktcreative.com.
When we come back, Brittany and Chris will be playing a classic improv game for us here on Late Night at North Texas.
Welcome back to Late Night. We are going to do an improv game for you called Slip. So during the break, you gave us some suggestions that you would like to see acted out in the scene, some lines. We have not seen these. We don't know what they are. We're going to pull them out during our game and use your suggestions. But in order to get started, we need a suggestion from you. We're coworkers at a company. What company do we work at?
Poopery?
Poopery?
That's the chemical that you smell on, that you spray
Yes,
on?
Poopery. We're here.
All right.
Sir, we heard you had the stinkiest poops in all the West, so we
I do.
appreciate you testing out our turbo poopery.
Now, you need to understand something. I'm not here for free. all
I
right?
know.
This stool is highly sought after.
Listen, we've got your menu down to a T. Garlic,
Good.
blue M&Ms, and kimchi.
Good,
Is there
good.
anything else that you need?
Well, you know, my father taught me everything I know, and really the only thing I need is to tell you what he used to tell me.
What is
all right?
that?
Well, whenever I was a young kid, he used to pull me aside and he used to say, "Hey, Jerry,
Yeah.
you need to do this." And he would say, "Where's the dog, Luther?" And yeah, he would say, "Where's the dog? Where's the dog, Luther?" He called me Luther. My name is Jerry, but he used to call me Luther because
I have a hard time with my parents as well. It's okay. Is that giving you some good indigestion to work
it really
with?
is. I've got
Thinking about your dad.
irritable bowels are already working their way through. All right.
Listen, I'm a big fan. I'm excited to have the opportunity to take a whiff myself. I've been in this business for many years, and my dad, I had an interesting relationship with him as well. I said, "Dad, I got a big dream.
Oh,
My dream is to make poop less stinky."
good.
And he looked at me right in the eyes with doubt, and he looked at me and he said, "Chat, that's crazy."
Did I ever tell you that one time I used the bathroom and it saved the president?
No,
Yeah.
I read your book. You didn't include that in there.
Yeah. Well, I'm not supposed to tell a whole lot of people, so, you know, I was on Air Force One. Long story. Layover in Pasadena. Anyways, I saved the president's life. Not going to tell you how. I'm not sure I can tell you how. But the president, you know, he shook my hand, and he gave me the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And you know what he said whenever he put that thing around my neck?
What?
He said, "I am your father." That was actually how I met my real dad. Yeah. Can you believe that?
That is really beautiful.
Yeah,
I
you know.
can't believe you bombed Air Force One and got the Medal of Honor.
Well,
That's
but hold
gorgeous.
on. No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I want to make this very clear. I didn't bomb Air Force One. I just used the bathroom on Air Force One.
Yeah, and it was evacuated before a terrorist attack. We get it.
That's right.
Okay. I'm about to open this Tupperware.
Do you want me to hold you?
Yeah, actually, that's great.
Good.
I
This
got-
is a very soft sweater.
Thank you. It's not cashmere, it's cashfeel, which is an off-brand type of cashmere.
Oh.
So I got this poopery spray here.
Yeah.
This is our new Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, it's got actual bits of Sydney
If
Sweeney.
anyone can cover up your foul bowel, it's gonna be Sydney Sweeney. I'm gonna unlock this now. Any final words? Just it's between you and Sydney Sweeney after this.
I think the final words are going to be yours, actually.
Okay, here we go.
So,
Oh.
You know that stuff that they use in crime scenes whenever you got the dead bodies, you know? You put this under your nose and it'll make
No, I want to see. It's like being in front of the Ark of the Covenant. I want to fully experience this. My eyes are watering. My ears are burning. I know you like to think that you don't stink. But
Are you okay?
This is a heavenly experience.
Are you having a stroke?
No.
Oh.
Just gonna see if this is gonna work right here. Get in there, Sydney Sweeney. If you can't do it for American Eagle, you can do it for me.
The stool is growing flowers.
Oh, this is gorgeous. This is gonna make me rich. You know what I have to say about this?
What?
Oh my gosh, is that a horse vampire? Is that horse a vampire? Is that horse a vampire?
I did squeeze it out in the shape of a horse, so.
All right, well, this is gonna make me a really rich man. You can put it back in now.
Oh, okay. Cool, all right, I'll see you later.
Pleasure meeting you, Jerry.
Jerry.
All right, that's it!
I hope that was okay.
And for my last slip, all I have to say is, and when we get back, a sketch from our friends at Late Night.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. We are the Crazy K's. I'm Cammie.
And I'm Caden, and tonight we're welcoming a new member, all the way from off-Broadway, actually Bushwick stage, Will Circle.
Oh, hello. It is great to be back behind the lights after the incident.
That's nice, Will. All right, we're going to start with a classic warm-up game of What Are You Doing?
In this game, we will take turns acting out an activity while simultaneously saying something different. The first to hesitate or answer incorrectly is out.
All right, now, do we have any suggestions from the audience?
Oh, jump rope.
Did someone say chopping wood?
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm rowing a boat. What are you doing?
I gaze out to sea, into brackish waters and into the unknown. I try my hardest to fight against the raging waters.
Whoa, we can't repeat ourselves. He's out of here.
Silent! As I am thrown off into the waves, my voice gone, and gone away.
Okay. A new suggestion from the audience?
Oh, swimming.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm dancing. What are you doing?
I'm golfing. What are you doing?
Shush. As my voice fades away in the roaring waves, I'm changed. I'm no longer myself as I am pulled and pushed and molded by their...
All right. Obviously, one of our team members doesn't understand the premise of the game, so let's move on to something more simple. Yes, and.
All right, we need another suggestion. Audience?
Doctor.
Do we have any other ideas?
Pineapple?
Anyone? All right, fine.
Okay. Hello, I'm here to see a doctor. I hurt myself trying to cut a pineapple.
I've been scared my whole life, dreading the moment I have to enter the linoleum building. Fluorescent lights attacking my soft and supple skin.
Yes, and my skin was punctured. Oh, doctor.
Did someone call for a doctor?
Yes, and it's urgent. I don't think the Princess Band-Aid is gonna last much longer.
I don't think I could last here. The new, untouched land. Who knows what's creeping in the dark? I hear them call out, "Doctor! Doctor!" But who will call out my name? Who will need me? All my life I've been one to be feared, one in the shadows, lurking, but never to be heard. So go, they say. Go far, far away from here with the disgusting look on their faces, red, bloodshot eyes. Okay, fine. All right, I'll go. I didn't want to be loved by you anyways. I didn't want to be needed by you anyways. Not by your kind. But what they don't know is that I'll return with great vengeance.
Yes. And
I think it's time we get another idea. Another suggestion.
Watson a surfboard.
I don't hear you guys. Speak up. Speak up.
Thread and a needle.
Kaden, do you hear anything?
nope.
Hello, I'm the only person in this crowd that's been speaking, and you guys still won't listen to me?
Come on, guys. Somebody's got to have an idea.
I have ideas, and you're just not listening to me.
Listen, Alex, it's nothing personal. It's just that.
I hated your audition.
Whoa, hate is a strong word.
I hated it. You disrespected the purest art form that is improv comedy, and every time you come to one of our shows, all you yell out is pineapple.
That's true.
And whatever, this Will Circle guy isn't disrespectful?
I heard that.
We need publicity.
Well then, now you have a real audience for the first time, and to have a show, you kind of need to have suggestions, so use mine.
All right, fine. Threading a needle.
Oof.
Wow, your finger looks really hurt. Be honest. Were you threading a needle?
I was actually just preparing some pineapples for my fruit salad. Oh, my Nana has the best recipe.
You imbeciles. Here you go. To be or to not to be? That is the question.
This is improv. This can't be scripted. What are you doing?
Is this your name on here? Yes. Will, this is Shakespeare.
I connect with him, therefore I am.
Yes, and...
All right. This isn't gonna work. Wrap it up. Show's over.
Oh, thank you for coming out to see me.
Oh my god, hi. I'm Will Circle. Hi. I have come to every single one of the Crazy Case shows, and out of the 72 that I've been to, this one has been by far the most entertaining, thanks to you.
Of course it was. Here you go.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Will, you're fired.
What?
Fired.
But I have the best you have.
Fired.
Whatever. I'll return.
Hey, Will, before you go, can I get one of those?
Of course. You can have one.
You too, Kaden. Well, I'm Cammy.
And I'm Caden. We're the Crazy K's.
Go home.
Okay.
That just about wraps it up for us here in Studio A. But first, we'd like to give it up for our wickedly funny guests tonight, Brittany Taylor and Chris Hansen.
We'd also like to thank our cast, whether new or returning, Alex Perry, Caden Ellis, Cammy Askew, and Serene Minali.
We'd also like to give a hand to our crew who do all the work while we have all the fun. We couldn't do it without them.
And finally, thank you to our audience here in the studio and at home.
For Late Night at North Texas, I'm Andre Williams.
And I'm Zaria Holloman.
And this has been Late Night at North Texas.
Good night.